Hey everybody, welcome to Game Time. My name is JJ and welcome to another wonderful episode of Classic Video Game Pickups. And we got a good little stack here of Sega Genesis games that I came upon on the last little bit. It's been actually pretty slow for me for video game pickups. I've been focusing on other stuff. I've been playing some PS4, work, blah 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 blah. It's life. But I did end up with some good Sega Genesis pickups in the last day or so, and I decided to make a video for you guys this weekend. So without further ado, let's go through some Sega Genesis games. There's a few in here that are really awesome to add to the collection. There's some fillers, there's some, some that are better than others, but I'm excited, so let's go through some here. So first off, let's go with Streets of Rage. Let me say that most of them did come with at least their box, but some of them did miss their booklet, but that's okay. Little bit by little bit, it's the thrill of the hunt, guys. But it's fun, Streets of Rage, good old Double Dragon competition from back in the day, Alien 3. It's nice when they come with the box and the book. I appreciate everybody who hooks me up with games for the collection. They go to a good home, guys. They get played and enjoyed, and I appreciate it a lot. So anybody that sold me video games or traded me, you guys are awesome, man. Add to the cause, support the cause. Game Time loves you. We've got this Haunting starring Poltergeist game. It's a really weird Sega Genesis case because it's a lot thicker, but there's nothing really fancy about it. I don't understand. It comes with a normal book, a regular oversized Sega Genesis game, but I don't understand why they made it this case. Maybe they just wanted to be different, to say, well, if we make a different size case, maybe people will notice, but I've never heard of it, so it didn't work. We got Bram Stoker's Dracula, excellent little filler for the collection. It's not the greatest game out there, but it is actually really cool. It's in good shape too. Can't go wrong with that. A lot of the cases I've noticed have their hanging tags ripped off. Other than that, they're in pretty good shape. It is what it is. We got Art and Senna's Super Monaco GP2. Not much of a racing game, but this thing has a huge ass book, and it used to be rented at one of our local video stores. Loose Variety. If you're watching from Kirkland Lake, that's where this game came from. There's a few games that I have from James Variety, Blues Variety, just different video stores that have closed down over the years that used to rent classic games, right? We got Desert Strike. This is the only one I needed to finish the 3 for the Sega Genesis, so I was very happy to get that. Tough game, but fun indeed. We've got, I'll put that one there, we've got a stack of sports games. I'm not a huge sports game when it comes to classic gaming, but games like NHL 94, a lot of people that really like sports games on Sega or for Super Nintendo, NHL 94 is the one. It's the one that they are most likely looking for. It's in good shape too. Ends up being a double actually for me in the collection. So what I usually do with my sports games is I put them aside and I usually end up trading them, or we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll trade it for something else in the collection. Who knows? We ended up with Splatterhouse 3. This is another good one to add to the collection. It's a little bit harder to find. It is a fun game, good graphics, brutal violence in this game. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the book, but it did have the card, and it has the case, which is in decent shape as well. So that was a good one to add to the collection. I don't have Splatterhouse 1 or 2, so it's a good little addition. Let's grab some more box games here. We've got Royal Rumble. I'm not a huge wrestling fan, but it's cool to have. Better in a sports game. Tough Man Contest with who's in there? Butterbean. I keep forgetting his name, the big bald dude. We got Jurassic Park Rampage Edition, and in a Jurassic Park case with Rampage Edition just written on it. I still like the fact that I got the case for the original game because I can use that for the original loose game that I do have and see if I can remove that Rampage Edition marking from the cover. So we'll see what happens, but I'm still happy I got the case for the original. Streets of Rage 2. I did not get Streets of Rage 3, which is the more rarer of the 3, very hard to find, but thrill of the hunt. We got a couple cardboard Sega Genesis box games. The thing with Sega Genesis cardboard box games, they don't last very long, okay? So if you find some, it's really cool to have, but they don't usually last very long. And I thought Super Nintendo boxes were hard to manage, and Nintendo ones, Sega are no different. They get ruined all the time, so it's very hard to find one that's in perfect condition. So we ended up with Primal Rage, for the Genesis, we ended up with Gargoyles, like one of my childhood favorite cartoons from back in the day. I ended up with the game for Sega. I played it before and it's really, really good. Nice one to add to the collection for sure, guys. But last but not least, for the cardboard games, we got Phantasy Star 4. It does not come with the booklet, but it does come with the case and the game. Sega Genesis is probably one thing that it's hard to say if I should be replacing the inserts or not, because I like to keep the original inserts with my stuff, right? So, yeah, just the way she goes. A few loose games here to show you guys. We've got Mercs, game that I actually have never tried. We got the Spider-Man one. I didn't have a double of this one for some reason. I thought I had this game, but I guess I didn't. So, Spider-Man for Genesis. We got Predator 2. I've never tried it, so I look forward to trying that one. See if it's violent or not. Wow, we got the Red Maximum cartridge. The Red Maximum Red cartridge. Maximum cartridge. Horrible. Anyways, it is a good game. I have it for the Super Nintendo, but not the red cartridge, so it's nice to have one for the Sega Genesis. One of the editions that came out for the Sega Genesis was this really nice special edition set that was like huge, and it was like a book, and it came with the game and a bunch of other goodies and stuff. But it only came out for Sega. I don't know where that one came from, but it quite possibly could have came from one of those. Who knows? But last but not least, for the loose games, Cyborg Justice. And we got Winter Olympic Games, a couple more little tryout games that I haven't tried before. Ended up with a few Sega CD games. Formula 1 Beyond the Limit. I am not a racing game fan, so I'm probably not going to play this a whole lot. I'm probably going to take the case, and I'm going to replace the Sonic CD case that I picked up as well. I was very happy to get that into the collection. It's just, Sega CD games just, you thought PS1 games were easy to damage, just like I was talking about Super Nintendo and stuff with boxes. Sega CD friggin' games, just they don't last, man. There's cracks all over the place on these ones, man. They're just big and hollow, right? So it's really hard to find some in good shape sometimes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this crappy case for Sega CD and I'm gonna replace it with that one because I prefer to have a nice case for Sonic CD, right? So yeah, a couple of good ones. Echo the Dolphin as well. Can't go wrong with that. I didn't have it for this system. I have the two for the original Sega Genesis, but I didn't have Echo the Dolphin for Sega CD, so a few games to try out this weekend. And last but not least in my pickups, I did pick up a little stack of PS3 games, so I'll just blow through those real quick. Nothing super fancy, but GTA 4 with the episodes. We got Darksiders 2 Limited Edition, Skate 3, and a few Call of Duty games that I actually did have. And the reason I don't have them for PS3 is because I played them on the Xbox. So, but when the price is right, you can't go wrong. They are games that I will try and play. I have played GTA 4 before. It's just I'm not a huge fan, but you know, for the price you pay for some of these games, I'll play it, you know, for that price. So, hope you enjoyed this episode of Game Time Pickups, and we'll see what happens in the future. There might be more coming soon. There might be more PS4 stuff coming soon. So, peace out, happy gaming, and we'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.